I think after Modi became president, I think 2014, after that, the startup culture has grown so much. And I think India is the third largest ecosystem in startups, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So, do you think is that why we needed a show like Shark Tank in India?
Yeah, I think it was long time coming. I think the ecosystem in India for entrepreneurship is now 15 years in the making, perhaps. So Flipkart was started in 2008, which could possibly mark the mainstream success of startups. But it wasn't until like 2013, 2014, until it became evident that entrepreneurship can be something that could lead to success. And then until recently, I think COVID gave this a boost. When everybody was at home, everybody was observing what others are doing, they observed what the startup culture was about, which further pushed the ecosystem. And then 2021 was the best year for Indian startups. There was a record amount of unicorns which were cultivated in that specific year. There were a record amount of VC funding that was coming in. But actually, the second fastest growing ecosystem, third in absolute number in terms of quantity, only behind, let's say, US, China there. So I think lots is happening. And I think Shark Tank is just the cherry on top, because even after 21, 22, this was a very niche conversation. But now it's become a part of mainstream dinner table conversations where families are also talking about startups, entrepreneurship, brands, founding a company, starting a company. And I think that is very, very interesting, because now parents aren't oblivious to the fact that, hey, what's a small company, what's a startup, whether or not you can become a founder. They're in fact encouraging their children who are in their 20s, who are just graduating college, who are just thinking of entering the workforce, to actually take up something more risky, something more rewarding, something more value additive in nature. And I think Shark Tank has made it more mainstream, which means there will be more creators as opposed to job seekers. People will want to take that risk. Folks will understand that startups are about value creation, and you could generate asymmetrical returns as opposed to going to a mainstream general company, which is also great, by the way. But this is another option that you, if weren't aware before, you have now. So I think Shark Tank has magnanimously changed the ecosystem. It's made stars out of founders, right? The founders who are on Shark Tank, who are sharks, they are now looked up to.